Hey guys, alright, this is a little bit of a different video and I'm probably going to catch a lot of flack about this one and I'm probably going to get crapped on a lot by this one. Simply put, this person right here above me is a streamer and a YouTuber who I've been watching videos, video-wise I've been watching for years. And he's a fellow Canadian. I find him to be pretty funny at times. And, I've learned some good things from him. Also, a lot of times I'm kind of like, not really too sure about that. But anyways, I just let it go because I'm really more or less just there for the humor. So anyways, yesterday I'm sitting here and in between some work around the house and whatnot, I'm getting some stuff done here in the office. And Klaus brings out a new video. Something about reported for inactivity. And I thought, interesting. This could be a funny one. And I end up watching it. And I'm gonna let it play through. But this one just kind of really irked me, man. I gotta say, I don't understand why community contributors like to or feel the need to diss the game and diss people who play the game so much. I personally I just wouldn't want to be doing that because it just doesn't make sense to me. What if that person that you're making fun of is a new player and you basically just make fun of them and make them not want to play anymore? What if that person who was saying oh, we're gonna report you, blah blah blah, was actually right? What if that person, maybe you could use the word inactivity, but does inactivity, is that the same thing as saying that, dude, you're not playing your class properly? Because Klaus doesn't play his class properly, plain and simple. He says right off in the first, within the first 30 seconds of this match, basically he's scared to go play properly. He knows where to go. He knows the bushes to go to. This guy's really good, man. He's not like just a YouTuber just making videos for fun. He's a very good player. And he knows exactly which bushes to go to spot the whole team. But because there's a wheelie involved on the other team, he's just like, nope, not going to do it. And then it seems like from that moment on, he just goes into the mode of, I'm just going to snipe. So, without further ado, click.
He's having a fun game now. The manticore. Would you go to the regular bush, or would you try and make it here? Oh, the EDR. Why do you get to play a tier 10 light tank and then have an EDR with your counterpart? It's just fucking annoying.
Because they're in the game, maybe?
Oh, okay.
Who cares? Move on.
I don't play as a light tank. I play as a mobile gun.
Mobile gun. What does that mean?
And you guys that were platooning with me, I apologize, but I just didn't want to stay in that game.
Okay, I don't know anything about that.
That.
Mobile gun basically means I'm going to go do some damage.
Life's too short. Life is too short.
So, of course, we go to the TD nest. He was pointing out over here where the bush is. He knows where the bush is. That's a perfect place to spot from. But he's decided because that EBR there, he's going to do this instead.
Oh no, I've spotted. Not good.
I do like this. Well, I don't like what he's doing. He should be spotting for the team. And he kind of is. Like, he should be passive spotting. But I'll give him this. At least he was in the TD nest. He was up front. He didn't have other tanks in front of him. Because, guys, if you're playing a light and you're mobile as this tank,
you shouldn't do that in a mantic or the line shot.
If you got something this fast, with that kind of power, I know it's not the most OP light out there, but if you've got a diamond above your tank and it's not the duck, and there's tanks between you and the enemy, you're not doing your job right. It's that simple, guys. You're the one who's supposed to be spotting, not the bat chat. Anyways.
Because you don't have enough ammo. But I think we hit him. And he tried to shoot back and got us on the tactics. Good spotting, Sheridan. Sorry, Klaus. The pizza was... No, it's not your fault, Cyber.
I think that's what he's talking about there. It's just about a previous game or something. So we're back in the we're back in the TD nest, pushed right up to the front to get as much maximum spotting as possible.
I'll make a video on it, but I'm not going to play with it.
This is good.
Dude. Just wondered if you were noticing anything.
It kind of sucks for the bat chat there. Meaning Klaus shoots, and the bat, and then he backs off, which leaves the bat chat. No one knows he's there, and they're going to try to shoot Klaus, but instead they shoot whoever the bat chat is. That kind of sucks, but c'est la vie.
See, this tank is better than the German one because it at least has a gun. Like you can shoot.
Again, what's going on here now is he's pushing back, and yes, he's very happy that he's killed the two enemy lights or the two enemy scouts, which is a significant thing. But the reality is who cares, Klaus? If you're the one who shot him, you enabled the team to shoot them too. They just didn't do the shooting. So okay, if you want a gold star for that, gold star it is.
Oh, is our bad chat YOLOing him? Oh my God.
Now we're basically back with Artie.
Oh my God.
Now listen to this.
Utter muppet. Well, now we've given away this position, which is huge. Not really sure what that was all about.
So why don't you go up and spot him? For some reason, he thinks that this is a Bermuda Triangle. You can't spot that guy without... I'm not really sure why he thinks that, but...
The game's over. There's no way to counter him now, because he won't be detected by someone here. So he'll just poke and detect and slaughter us,
I don't know, man. I'm not sure why he believes that you can't get that guy. There's multiple things you can do.
There's
Nothing we can do. Hey, Klaus, what about if you come down here right where you just were and then slide over here into the bush and spot him? Or, shoot him from this side here. Hey, Klaus, why don't you come on up and then just come around and just go right down into that little spot right there. Let me blow it up. Oh, no, I can't. What am I saying? That's that. We're watching the video. You can actually come right down there, and you see where he is? That's a gully. On this side's the TD nest that we were in, but on this side, there's a little bit of a ridge there. You could actually sit right on that ridge and just shoot him. He's got next to no health, and you got 1,400 hit points. I don't know, but, hey, what can I say, man?
You can do, man. You can ping all you want. I can't go get detected by it now. You can ping all you want.
This is just classic. Sit in the back, wait for someone to spot somebody, and do some damage. Oh, are you kidding me, man? We got commercials and videos? What the heck is that, man? None of my videos have commercials. That's because I'm just a wee little guy. This guy is huge. I think, what has he got? Like 60,000 followers or something like that? Or subscribers? I think every one of his videos probably gets like 25 views. And like I said, he's been doing it a long time. This is what he does for a living. And guys, I don't dislike him or anything. I keep saying in my streams, you got to be able to have a disagreement without hating somebody or thinking they hate you. I don't hate Klaus or anything. Not at all. If if the guy would phone me up and say, "Hey man, let's go for a beer," I'd say, "Well, I got high blood pressure. Can we, smoke a doob instead?" You know what I mean? Like, I got nothing against this guy. I'm just watching the video and I'm going, "Oh man," I'm constantly trying in my streams to teach new players how to play, and I'm constantly up against stat patters who are just doing this kind of stuff. Like sitting in the back, letting the other team spot for them and doing damage. Like basically what a TD does, but except the TD is built for that, and that's their role.
Anyways,
So, I wish we could speed this up like when we're watching a replay. But let's just cut to the chase here. I don't want to watch 10 or however many, 17 minutes? Yeah, we don't need to watch 17 minutes. Let's just skip ahead a little bit. Let's see, where is he now? 1 kill, 1,100 damage, and 5-9. Oh, he just got 400 right there. He just got another 400 assisted damage, so good on him. But I mean, you got half of assisted damage of what you got by yourself.
Where are you going?
Now, you see, here's the enemy. Last seen here, 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 and here. But yet, here is the light. And that's about all I need to say, man. I mean, I can understand why people on your team would be getting upset at you, buddy, because you're in the bushes, not spotting for anybody. See, the gorilla got that for you.
I can't kill them fast enough for how fast the teammates throw their tanks away. I can't kill them.
Well, no, they're not throwing their tanks away. If you were able to get out there and spot the tanks, their tanks wouldn't be thrown away.
The teammate throws his tank away.
No.
Should I just drive into the open now, guys, over here somewhere?
Right on. The Artie just goes and shoots him, knowing full well that, team damage doesn't do anything. I think that's funny. All right, so the gorilla comes out and does a shot.
Manticore reported.
And then we get this.
It's World of Assholes now, boys. Okay, now these two guys are, if they're still down here, I could go up the hill. Right?
Yeah, I don't want to break the suspense. He ends up I think he ends up winning, doesn't he? But let's just go and see what he does. He goes up to the top, he does some spotting, and then they take the base. So he comes back, and he doesn't spot this. The gorilla is spotting this. He takes the kill shot. I think the gorilla should be commended. I'm turning you down, Klaus. I don't need to hear you here. I think the gorilla player, whoever he was, should have been commended. Lex2112. I think he realized, okay, this dude ain't doing anything for us. Screw it, I'll spot. And because he's gorillas, once they shoot, they get in trouble anyways due to the bad concealment numbers, But he's playing smart now. He's trying to, go into the bush, spot, do whatever he can. And now he's going to go through the water and go over to that bush right there so he can pop up with some cover. And the whole time, yes, he's saying stuff about, talking shit about the guy who said he's going to report him. Dude, really? You're that famous that you got 2 commercials in every video? Holy crap.
Like a brilliant game.
Here you go, so just shoot him. Oh, already got him. Good. And then what? He's got 3 already left to kill. Easy peasy. So we jump up ahead. Alright. Yeah, 2,800 damage. 600 assisted. Alright, and that's it. So, Klaus, basically what you did is you made a video from a game that you had, probably a game that you probably thought about it. Maybe you thought twice after you finished it. But during the game, your premise is that the guy who's saying that, I'm going to report you because of inactivity, which he doesn't mean inactivity that you were sitting there doing nothing the whole game. What he means is that you didn't play your class, you didn't help, you didn't play your role. You were more concerned about not getting killed by a wheelie at the beginning of the game, so you went right into TD mode and just went for damage rather than spotting. Yes, of course, when he's in TD mode, in the sniper's nest, or the TD nest, yes, he is doing a form of spotting and scouting at that moment. Bang on. He then decides to shoot, which, ends up getting a little team damage over to his buddy. Not a big deal, whatever. As that guy gets better in the bad chat, he's going to hear a shot. He's going to back up naturally. But then after that, all of a sudden, that's when it started being like we're going along the back line with the Artie and not really helping out. Then there's the comments of, if my teammates wouldn't throw their tanks away, when if you had actually played your class properly and gone out and spotted, they wouldn't have been throwing their tanks away. They would have been shooting at the tanks that you were spotting for them. But you failed to do that. No, you didn't fail to do that. Sorry, you just decided you weren't going to do that. And plain and simple. Then you decide to take it to the next step where you just decide to tease them and make fun of them. At the end, he goes in. He actually sends a private message to the guy who said he was going to report him, saying, "Do you want my replay for your report?" I mean, dude, you're just egging people on, and you're supposed to be a community contributor. I love the videos you make. This one, and I'd say about 10% of the videos you make, I struggle with this, bro, because I really think you're a good guy, and I think you mean very well, and I think that you're a funny guy, and I think that sometimes you focus too much on the funny part. I think you don't really think about, how this will affect people who watch your video, new players. I understand that a lot of people in today's society want salt. They fucking, they just want it poured on, man. So your act of, making fun of everybody and Muppets and all that crap, people eat it up, and I understand that. And that's why I'm not mad at, for you being salty. I actually sometimes enjoy it because it's backed up with good games play. I'm just saying this one out because, dude, that wasn't good gameplay at all. That was bad gameplay. Like, that should have been filed under how not to play a scout, especially when you got one that's got, it's not the best, tank out there. It's not like you're playing whatever, insert whatever your favorite spotting light tank is. But the fact is like, you basically said right off the bat you're not going to do it. You went out, did a little bit of spotting, and then from that point on you just ignored your team and just did what you wanted to. Not cool gameplay team-wise, not cool gameplay class-wise, and then trying to turn it into, well, they're all just driving out and dying. Well, what do you expect them to do, man? They're getting, they're not getting the help from their team that they would normally be getting, so of course they're going to get upset. So anyways, that's it. It's not a big deal. I'm just... it gets frustrating, dude. It gets frustrating when I keep seeing this stuff, man. When I'm trying to be the guy that's trying to help new players understand how to play, and then if you get this kind of stuff, if a new player watches this, I should say, they're gonna take that. This guy knows his crap, man. This guy's been around forever. This guy's got tons of followers. I'm a little pipsqueak fish in the vast ocean of YouTube, man, and Twitch. This guy gets hundreds and hundreds of viewers on stream, and I'm lucky if I got 20, you know what I mean? He gets thousands and thousands of viewers on YouTube. I'm lucky if I get, I don't know, man, 60 or something, 80, and I don't care. That's cool. I'm just saying this guy knows his shit. He should, and we don't need you to be like that, man. Be salty. Be yourself, man. Be Klaus. Klaus, you're funny, dude, but you don't need to do this. And you know what? After I tell you, right after I watched this, I'm like, oh, screw this, man. I'm making a video about this, and I'm going to go play a game right away and do some scouting and show you that you can do damage, you can get good stats. I do it on streams all the time, man, and on purpose. That's why you're going to see is I got my win 8 down right in the middle on purpose, just so when I play my light tanks. I don't care when I play my mediums, heavies, or TDs, or I never stream with Artie. But anyways, that's why I got there. It's for light tanks. So you can say, you don't have to pad, man. You'll get plenty of opportunity later on in the game, to make your win 8 go really good. Anyways, it wasn't the worst thing ever. It's not like Klaus, was being, a complete crazy guy or anything, and I understand why his fans love it, but I just want to send this out to my followers, my fans, my followers, subscribers, whatever, and throw it out there that you don't have to be like that. You can actually play properly even when there's wheelies on the other team, and do lots for your team. Anyways, enough said about Klaus. He's a good guy, man, and I want you to understand, I don't hate the guy. I actually respect the guy. And like I said before, man, I would go out and hang out with the guy, and we'd probably have a laugh because I think our humor is actually pretty similar. But I just want to say, like, we don't need this, man. We don't don't make the video of this game. I don't understand why this had to get made, man. You didn't play properly. You did okay. Nothing about this is good other than you're going for salt. The salt factor is really good, but the gameplay is pretty much nowhere near. Like, yeah, okay, you won the game. Congratulations. You hit in the back, you stayed alive, and you killed 3 arties at the end. I mean, that's nothing to write home about. It's not a wicked video, right? It's not like Kolobanov or anything like that. So it seems like this was made solely just for the salt. But anyway, screw the salt. Let's see how you can play a light properly and still help your team and still do damage and still do assisted damage and help. And yeah, and we'll move on. Alright guys, so this is the game that I went and played after watching Klaus's video. Let me just take off the names here, just so you can see a nice pretty picture. I tell you, that's it's not too often that I watch a video and then I feel the way I felt after that. It's just, you know, as I said before, I'm just frustrated that a community contributor, you know, will sit here and basically tell you, oh yeah, just ignore your team and just play for yourself, and then make fun of the people who are trying to point out that, you know, you're not helping the team. So what I've done here is what every light should be doing. A light is a scout. If you got a diamond above your head, oh man, even a duck can scout. So get out there and use your passive concealment and do it. So that's exactly what I've done here. This is what, Lakeview? Lakefeld, whatever this map's called. This is the only place that if you only have one light, this is where you want to go. You want to go up here. I've already spotted 2 tanks, the other team's light, plus the Skoda, plus we did the E100 right off the stop. We waited a little bit. We waited until basically, you know, everything calmed down. E100 now gets knocked out. Try taking out this guy's engine, and we miss. We get a little damage here. Lucky for me, I believe he was at the end of his clip. Then we put a nice one right into the engine, and presto bingo bango bongo, he burns up. Fire! And then there's really not much else to say. You know, you just push forward, and yeah, you get, you know, a couple people almost tracking you and whatnot. You're gonna get shot, but you try to stay unlit, and then just keep spotting for your team. Now you'll notice down here, see this little area right here, there's your win 8. So many people cry, oh no, you got to do damage, you got to snipe, because or else you're not going to get good win 8. Man, bullshit. It's that simple. Excuse the French, but you know, that's the reality of it. If you know how to play properly, you're going to know that what you want to do up front is be a passive spotter for the team behind you so they can get damage. And then once you get up and you start taking over the game a bit, that's when you can start mopping up with the damage. Now, I'll be honest, my team gets a little aggressive here. I think they should have, let's just speed this up a little bit. I think they should have been a little bit slower to rush. But, you know, we're spotting them over in the town, and we're getting some damage all over the place here. I mean, right now I'm sitting at 747 damage, nothing major, 3,000 assisted. And then we get a little bit more damage there. Spot again. Do a little bit of damage, and this is fine. We're spotting for the team behind us, so there's nothing wrong if you're double bushed and doing it smartly. Go ahead, accumulate some damage, like right there. You know, the tanks, the Skoda T50 is aiming towards the city. You know, I can easily pull back, and then after killing them, or getting damage on them, you know, just wait for your 6 cents to go down, and then keep going. Let's slow us back down now. This is fine. This is when the TD comes flying by me. I'm like, no, dude, just relax, because that's a tortoise, man. I want him to turn a bit. But anyways, this is towards the end. You know, like I said, 6-2. We got a good advantage going on here. We've done that because we've been able to spot for our team, let the team behind us do 4,000 damage. We're 4,200 in damage. And that's how you get ahead. This is how you play your light tank. You go out, scout at the beginning, and mop up at the end, man. It's not about, you know, stay in the back. If you got a diamond above your tank, you should be the closest to the enemy, not the furthest away from the enemy, for crying out loud. That's what the TDs and the arties should be doing. So anyways, if you look down here below, you're going to notice that my win 8 is 2,400. Like, that's nothing crazy, you know. That's not like the best. But that's just shows you that this whole, you know, you can't get good win 8 if you're playing a scout properly is not true. You can get good win 8. We ended up doing just 4,200 assisted damage and almost 1,500 damage by myself in the tank. So again, I just wanted to show you that, you know, yes, there is a proper way of playing a scout, and you can do it really well, and you can do just fine with your win 8 if you're concerned with your stats. This isn't just one game. I mean, I stream and play my lights on a regular basis, and I always play the same way, you know. Get out to the location where you can see the enemy as they leave their spawn, spot for your team, try to give your team an advantage by doing all the spotting for them and letting them kill the enemy. And then once you get a lead, as I said before, mop up, man. You know, you're going to have those guys who are scared or just new players or for whatever reason are sitting at the back towards the base. You're going to be able to rush in there, use your speed, and quickly kill them. You're going to have the arty, of course, most games. Maybe you get a couple games without, but in most games you have arty. And guys, light tanks are low expected value tanks. You don't need to do a lot of damage in order to get good colors. I mean, I got the whatever you call it, the teal blue color here, you know, between blue and purple, and 1,500 damage. That's not a lot of damage, man. You know, a sniping guy, like in the video we saw previous to this, doing like 4,000. You know, that's not something you should be boasting about when you're a light tank, man. If you're doing that much damage, might be a good case that, you know, you weren't spotting much for your team, but instead you were sitting back and sniping like a stat patter. And you know what we think here about stat patters? I don't know. I don't really like them myself, but yeah. Anyways, that's it. I just wanted to show you that, no, you don't have to be a stat patter in a light. You can actually play properly if you want, but all right.